don't you brat!
What is going on, fellow board members? Welcome to the boardroom. I am Moritz, and today we are taking a look at a couple different articles. Our first article comes from slashfilm.com. Gremlins 3 will stick with puppets instead of CGI, of course, if it ever gets made. We're also going to look at this other article here that's actually talking about an animated series for Gremlins. So excited to dive into these articles, guys. With that being said, let's get into it. Fans of the Gremlins have been asking for Gremlins 3 for a long time. Have they really, though? Have they? Fans want something new with the same style as the original. The good news is, if Gremlins 3 ever gets made, director Chris Columbus fully intends to do it with practical puppets and not computer-generated visual effects. Again, I support this. It's a huge reason as to why I love the movie, was it Happy Time Murders? I love the whole CGI blend with the practicality of puppets. I think they did a really good job in that movie of blending the two, using CGI when absolutely necessary, and then sticking in the vein of the puppets. If you guys haven't seen that movie, Happy Time Murders, and you like puppets, I suggest you check that out. It's a lot of fun. Definitely not for kids, though. And here we have the director coming out and saying this. Chris Columbus himself saying he fully intends to do puppets and not CGI. That's amazing, especially in this day and age when it's easier for people to go CGI, and I feel people rely on it way too heavy. And it can take you out of a movie sometimes. I think with the CGI, I'm not totally sure how the Gremlins would translate in a CGI environment. I don't necessarily think it would look good. You can even look at The Mandalorian. They use a real puppet on set, and that totally worked for them. I think if they would have went CGI with that, it might not have worked for them as well. But it worked out for them. So why would you try to change up the texture, the look, the feel of Gremlins? I want to, be able to see those things interact physically with the other characters, the human beings in the show. That's what made that great. And that's what made that kind of, scary, is like there is this practical, tangible thing in front of you. And it really looks like that. It's a physical thing that looks like that, not a computer-generated image. It's real, and we can tell. Chris Columbus has been making the publicity rounds thanks to the release of The Christmas Chronicles 2 on Netflix this week. And that means he's getting a load of questions about his past projects, including his thoughts on the reboot of Home Alone on Disney+. Yeah, it's going to be trash. I believe I did a video on that a long time ago. Technology has come a long way since the days of the original Gremlins movie, and many have worried that Gremlins 3 would abandon the practical puppets that make those movies work so well, adding a level of B-movie camp to the proceedings, while also making the creatures truly tangible. Thankfully, Columbus wants to stick to the puppets. Yeah, absolutely, like I was saying, it is a tangible creature. There's already a visual texture set by the first two movies, and I feel anything less than that would not be the Gremlins. It would be an Elseworld tale or something other than the Gremlins. So the rest of the article says that he would just use the CGI to kind of touch things up here and there, mix it in, maybe enhance things a little bit. So I'm all for that. I'm okay with a little bit of CGI. But if you're going to do something, especially with Gremlins, you need to go puppets. You need to go practical effects. This is a stream that I've wanted to do for a long time, talking about practical effects versus CGI effects, and I think it's a great conversation to have. So make sure down in the comments below you guys let me know what you guys prefer, CGI or practicality when it comes to your special effects. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion, so let's start that conversation down below in the comments. And so like I mentioned earlier, guys, it looks like we are going to be getting a Gremlins cartoon series, and this would be a prequel to the other movies called Secrets of the Mogwai, building upon the lore of the Mogwai, which is cool. I'm definitely down for that. I'm curious what you guys think about an animated series. Well, the animated series is set in the 1920s Shanghai and will show viewers how Mr. Wing, the shopkeeper from the first movie, first discovered Gizmo, the Mogwai. Well, fans have been clamoring for a third Gremlins movie for years. I don't remember ever hearing that, but maybe I'm just, missing it. So here we have a prequel animated series from the original movies that's going to give us more in-depth story about how Gizmo came to be with the shopkeeper, which I know a lot of people have probably wondered about for many years. I know I wondered it at one point in my life, so this is very cool to see this. Hopefully the story is good. Hopefully they build upon it and reference things in the original movies. That's kind of what we look for. We look for references to the originals, little Easter eggs, things like that. That's part of the fun of these prequels. Here is a little bit more plot detail. We start with a 10-year-old Sam Wing, who's the shopkeeper from the original movie. So he's 10 years old, significantly further back in time, where he meets a Mogwai called Gizmo, along with a teenager street thief named Ellie. Sam and Gizmo take a perilous journey through the Chinese countryside, encountering and sometimes battling colorful monsters and spirits from Chinese folklore. On their quest to return Gizmo to his family and uncover a legendary treasure, they are pursued by a power-hungry industrialist and his growing army of evil gremlins. Okay, so this is very different context from the original movies, but it is cool that we're getting some lore. We're looking at an evil army of gremlins, which is kind of cool. I'd be interested to see that. I'm a little excited about this, just reading the plot details. The series will be written by this Chun character and executive produced by Daryl Frank, Justin Falvey, and Sam Register, with Chun and Brandon Hayes serving as co-EP, and then Dan Krill will serve as supervising producer. Now, I'm not too familiar with any of these names, but like I said, the story does sound interesting. So far, I'm willing to give it a try. So I believe this show is going to hit on HBO Max, being owned by Warner, being produced by those guys. So look forward to that and more information. If I get more information on this as it comes, I will definitely let you guys know. But Secrets of the Mogwai, Gremlins animated prequel series. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you're thinking, if you think this is a good idea. If you guys want to see a Gremlins 3, like we talked about at the beginning of the video, leave a comment down below. This video is probably a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but I didn't want to do two separate videos for a Gremlins thing, so I just kind of smashed them together. But we have an animated series coming out giving you more story on the Mogwai, the background story on them, and how Gizmo came to be in the shopkeeper's possession. Anyway, that is the video. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button down below. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications. And as always, make sure you hit that subscription button. We are trying to push to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And your guys' Christmas gift to me would be greatly appreciated if you could hit that subscription button. It's so easy. It's free. And let's get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Anyway, guys, like I said, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. I love all of you guys, and we will catch you on the other side. Peace.